speaking of relationships, speaking of money and shelling out money, Teyana Taylor got to pay my dog Iman Shumpert 70 grand for a social media post back in March when she went on live and had that rant, much to do about nothing. She just wanted to flex on Iman. Nasty individual. Somebody call Queenie in here too. I seen Queenie's tweet underneath this Iman Shumpert Teyana Taylor shit. She said Iman is lame and broke, as if Iman was the one who said who got her in contempt. So what happened was back in March, when the details of the divorce dropped and Teyana got $10 million and she got a couple properties and she got cars and shit like that. A lot of people on the timeline said that she was a gold digger, she only wanted his money, shit like that. And so she went on Instagram Live to basically debunk rumors. She told why she wanted the Maybach and he crashed it and never paid for it. She went through a whole lot of shit on there. Then she flexed her relationship with the light skinned nigga from across the pond. And so with that, the judge said that she was in contempt and she got to pay him 70 grand because she went against the divorce agreements. I wanted to know if y'all agreed with this. How do y'all feel about this?
Good for Iman.
Black
Shout
men
out to
spanking
him.
court cases, not gonna lie. Go ahead, Paris.
Good for Iman. Shout out to him.
Fist in the air for Iman. I want to know why he's lame and a broke nigga from Queenie. If somebody can get Queenie up here, that would be very interesting.
I
Hey,
don't
can y'all hear
know.
And
me?
you
I
know the
will say
narratives.
Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all
I
hear me now?
will
Yeah, yeah,
agree.
you good, Courtland. Hold on.
We on a new topic though, Courtland. Just to let you
It's
know.
all good. I know. I can follow a
Okay.
conversation, Jonay.
Okay. I didn't know if you left or came back. I'm just saying. Go ahead. You could go ahead.
Nah,
It's fine.
I don't see how he's lame and broke in this situation when the judge is the one that deemed her in contempt. He didn't take her to court. He didn't say I want my uh he didn't say I want my 70K or take her to court for the 70K. Like the judge said, you broke the agreement, so you owe him 70,000. Like that was straight up. So I mean, good for him, right? Bad for her. This is what happens when you get overzealous, you get a W, and you don't know how to handle it.
I think that to her defense is because he wanted the judge to enforce this. It was reports that he wanted her to go to jail, right?
She
So
also
she
did the
didn't
same
go to
thing to him.
jail, but she was found in
She did
contempt.
the same
And
thing to him
so,
first. She did the
yeah,
very
but
Yeah.
I
first. She
think that
tried
that's
to.
why the
No, no, no,
women
no,
may have felt like how
no.
they feel as far as he's
But
lame.
what I'm saying, how they feel is irrelevant because what happened was the initial incidents. He wanted their names revealed. She wanted them to do the divorce proceeding under their initials. He actually submitted for their names to be revealed. When he did that and she started receiving scrutiny and backlash for everything that she was trying to pursue with him and how she was slandering him, that's when she got mad and tried to have him held in contempt. And then this is how this happened. So all that happened was she played a game and she won the stupid prize.
Yep. And I think that's where people need to be fair about these conversations. I get there are some disgruntled parties based off their own personal experiences that are always going to look at these situations like in an askewed way, right? And that's that good for you. But in reality, when you decide to let the courts get involved in these proceedings, there are rules that you do have to play in the game now. And when you don't follow them, there are penalties. And that's what happened here. She knew very well what she was doing when she did this whole campaign against him, went off his old NBA earnings to force him to have to pay the amount of money that he's paying her, knowing damn well he's not making that much money anymore. He even had to get an analyst job just to start to upkeep with what she forced him to do. So it's to the point where she knew very well how meticulated, she had to go around all of this and doing this. The only problem is, again, right, you start to get these wins, the ego builds up, she starts to feel herself a little too much, so she started popping her shit and talking greasy, especially now that she did have a new nigga, right? And it's like, hey, the rules of the game are the rules of the game. You introduced this into this. So now if the judge is going to say, hey, guess what? You said that he had to follow these rules, but you forgot the rules that you had to follow. And since you're breaking them, you need to pay him. Hey, that's fair game to me.
So I want to
Especially when
read.
she was the one who went back, like she modified her whole divorce proceeding and she actually went to go get more money. So it's like, it wasn't necessarily about the money. This was one of them situations where the divorce got nasty and people just automatically chose her side off the contingency that they thought he was just being a shit bad nigga dog her out. She lied about the cheating. She lied about the real reason for them being separated. And she tried to coax his character. And then she turned around and was like, you know what? I'm sick of defending you. I'm going to just go ahead and tell everybody you ain't no good. This, that, and the third. And it's like, it don't work that way. You cannot have it both ways.
So let me read the divorce settlement of what we do know. It says the divorce settlement between Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert has been finalized, with Teyana receiving 4 houses valued at $10 million, a one-time 7-figure payment, various luxury vehicles including a $300K Maybach, $70K Sprinter, and tour bus. She also retains 100% ownership of her companies. Furthermore, Iman Shumpert is obligated to provide $8,000 per month in child support for their daughters, Junie and Rose, and cover full costs of private school education. This nigga had Drewski as his lawyer. Worst lawyer in history. You gotta get your money back. Because how did she take you to the cleaners like this? Very, very nasty. I never seen nothing like it. But she act
No, it
like,
wasn't that.
huh?
I can tell you what it was, but I'm listening. Go ahead. I'll tell you what it was.
She
Go ahead.
acted like once this stuff came out, she kind of wanted to downplay it because of the backlash and people saying that she is basically taking him for all his money. So she kind of want to land soft instead of looking like a gold digger. And so that was the slip up, and now she has to pay $70K within 2 weeks. But yeah, what were we gonna say, Paris?
So the reason why that divorce decree went that way between them, and you're gonna see the same thing with Cardi and Offset when this is done, is because the lifestyle's the same. And that's the same thing that happened with Portia Williams and Simon Goodbye. What you'll see is, right, when they first went into their situation, he absolutely had more money than her, and all of their investments and everything that they made together. And then depending on if they did or not, I genuinely don't know if they had a infidelity clause and other expenses that people were responsible for, that would also play a part into their divorce proceedings. But I always say this, and I stand on this. Divorces are made to make people look like shitty people. The way that they are as a couple versus what you see when they get ready to go through a divorce, I never believe it. I always believe who they said they were as a couple. Because when you see shit like this, you know it's coming from a bitter place.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how you married to somebody and then keep 100% ownership of the companies. Hey man, it's kind of crazy.
And he
Niggas
was
getting
part of
along.
the reason why she even had some of them companies. He was also part of the reason why her last album did well, the one that Kanye was supposed to be producing, the album. He was part of that he put money behind that for her. So that's part of the reason why he didn't get what he could have got, and he fought so hard for it, because the nigga had already been on podcasts popping shit about she wasn't supposed to pay no bills, and he just makes his money to take care of his family, and then he goes and he lets her do what she want to do, and that ends up fucking people in court every single time.
Yeah, I think we do have to hold him accountable for the shit he did pop before. That nigga was out here telling other men that, hey, this is how you need to move with your woman. Your lady should never have to do this. You're blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And it's like, y'all start doing all that pandering bullshit, talking about, hey, this is that. And then when the situation goes sour, your own words end up biting you in the ass, because that's what they're using to bring in court.
But see, that's the nasty part, and that goes into the put up conversation, right? It's because niggas really love a bitch, right? And so for the most part, if niggas have it, like I made a tweet earlier, your woman is a reflection of you, right? A mirror in all aspects. She is, right? And so when you have it, you want your woman to look like she has it too. You want her to feel like she has it. You don't want her to, take the stress off. Majority of niggas mature, that's what their mindset is. So I don't necessarily see him saying those things as a husband as a bad thing. I love
No,
my
it
wife
wasn't
and
a
my
negative
kids are
Nah,
thing.
good.
I'm more of the
That's not
boss
what's
your
being
bitch up,
said.
not the
It's
put your bitch up nigga. Like, I
no.
want my lady to be proud of herself and the shit that she got going on. Whatever her interests, hobbies, businesses are, I'm trying to support that. But the fact that it's like a lot of niggas don't talk like that. They talk about, hey, she shouldn't have to do shit. That to me is asinine. Like, that's insane. To say that another adult has to do nothing, I ain't never loved a bitch that much to say you gotta do nothing. You gotta do something. You either making me happy, taking care of our family, you doing something. But to say, hey, I love my bitch so much that she has to do nothing, but I'm gonna struggle and grind and do all of this shit, I don't understand that.
Yeah,
No,
I
so
don't
this
see
is
it as
what
a
this is
struggle or
what I'm gonna say,
grind.
and I'm gonna let Kenya speak. I'm gonna move forward from this. What you said was wrong. The idea of a man feeling like if I got it, my woman got it, or I'm gonna put my family in a good position. I have no problem with that. What I have a problem with is the conflated message of niggas feeling like you want to dick pull and tell other men how their money should be spent, but then when the shit bites you in your ass for behaviors you have kept up due to the law, then you want empathy. I don't owe a conflicted nigga empathy because that's what you actually signed up for. That's my point, right? So when he's like, oh, on this podcast, no, she shouldn't have to do nothing, and I'm cool with this, that, and the third, it's like you get mad that we use the law to our benefit because I can tell you right now, if you get married, and there are children that come into that picture and you're the breadwinner, they're absolutely gonna apply lifestyle to what's happening. That's why DJ Mustard motherfucking ass got out scot-free, because the lifestyle that she actually walked into was not the lifestyle he ended up getting later. So he actually won in that circumstance. You have to be careful what you enable. It can bite you in your ass at
Yeah,
any
I
time.
don't like the weaponizing of the relationship. Listen, if y'all niggas fall out and y'all got to get a divorce, all relationships don't last forever. But in that space of this is what I'm doing because I love you and this is how I treat relationship. Don't try to weaponize that on the back end. Now you taking a nigga to the cleaners in the divorce. That shit just seems nasty to me. Go ahead, Kenya.
I was asking a question because I was reading in the comments of the last post. Was it cheating? Like, was it infidelity? And like, was that
Yes, she
stated as a
lied about it,
reason?
but it absolutely was. It was ongoing infidelity for 2 years, but it started off with him first. Then it started off with her because they had paternity issues with the second child. But yes, it was
Oh
infidelity that
wow,
fucked them
Oh
up.
my God.
I
Yes.
didn't know
Okay,
that.
got it.
And the nigga still got took to the cleaners. Nasty woman. I
Even
forgot
now,
all
that's
about
what I'm saying.
TT.
Oh,
Y'all not
whoa,
seeing the play, but
Nasty
it was
woman.
hold
infidelity.
up.
Offset just absolutely filed for a paternity petition for that last baby with Cardi B. It was
Okay, wait a
infidelity.
minute. Paris, I'm not trying to step on your point. Excuse me, Rashad? Who's a nasty
Nasty
woman?
individual, man. I
For
forgot
what?
about TT.
For what? For doing what? For getting what she needed to get out the divorce? Cause
No, for that baby might not be
Right.
his.
you a lying ass nigga.
Y'all
No, no, no.
sleeping
They,
around
they,
He
pregnant?
You a
saw, no,
lying
he
ass
saw
nigga.
you
it
You know,
coming
you
and
know.
tried to
Yeah,
switch it
yeah,
up.
Kenya. You know he tried to switch it up. Yeah, cause
Exactly.
yeah,
she's
listen,
his.
we're not doing this with Rashad.
She's
Rashad is the
his, but
nastiest of niggas. I
yeah,
tell you
but
that right now.
Rashad, she's absolutely his. Those kids
He ain't
are
deny them damn
absolutely.
babies.
I mean, he can, but those kids are absolutely his.
No,
The
I
Them
think
kids
so.
issue
look
What
like
I'm
was
them.
saying is
the
she's
issue
nasty
was that
because of she weaponized the put up kind of mindset that he has, which I think for the most part, if a lot of that's the
Is
thing.
that
Niggas
not
are
what Journey's husband did too?
no,
What?
no.
He was
Journey husband?
no. Paris, you missed
No,
this
he
because
wasn't.
yesterday Rashad was in the nastiest of bags, and I can't wait to pack him up right now.
No,
So listen,
that
Journey's
is
husband.
totally different.
No, it's not because
Yes, it is
no,
because
it's
he
not.
divorced her.
What? How do you know that? Number one,
Because it's on the internet.
Yeah,
How do we
it
know
he
wasn't
about
him
divorced
that
her,
Journey
divorced
and
her.
Teyana? He
and
divorced her.
Teyana divorced him. So what are we talking about?
And what I'm saying is
You yesterday
weaponizing to
were
put up because I don't have a problem with Iman paying $8,000 child support for 2 kids. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is all the other shit, the 4 properties. How the hell we open a business together and
Wait. You had no problem yesterday with this nigga going after her motherfucking pension from movies she made when she was 3 years old. Now you have a problem with Tiana going after other
Fuck it.
shit too?
when
You
majority
no?
of that shit
really
happened
on
when
that
majority.
side.
Now I'm gonna say this, and you can feel how you want to feel about it. I didn't
Oh
necessarily care
Lord.
about the divorce itself, but I can say she was absolutely entitled to everything she went after. And she was entitled to it because that was the nature of their relationship, and she was there at the pivot and the height of his career. She was there. She absolutely was with that nigga shooting in the gym. She deserved every penny she got.
And what I'm saying is, to the journey topic, he was there shooting in the goddamn
He
gym.
was not there for Eve's Bayou.
He was there
He was
shooting
not
in the
there. He
gym. And
wasn't
so we
there
gonna,
for. He wasn't there for Underground.
because I guarantee if you skim through, cause guess what? Iman paid Teyana a one-time fee. I ain't arguing about that. Y'all said that
That's in
that was
every
No.
nasty.
divorce. That's
Oh
in
my
almost
fucking
That's what I
god.
was saying
No, that's
yesterday.
not what you were saying. We were
if
arguing
alimony is a
yesterday
thing,
down
that's
booth
almost in
about the
every
50%
divorce.
of her shit that she earned before him.
And I'm
And you
saying,
was on it. Now you have a problem with Teyana and trying to call her a nasty individual. No, that nigga was
no,
nasty
no, no.
yesterday.
Because even with this Teyana and Iman shit, right? I said, how the fuck do she get all of the goddamn business if they together in a
Because the
marriage?
businesses were
Keep it.
hers. This is the issue
Hey
that
man,
you're no
split
no no
that
no
shit
no
down the
no.
middle.
This is the issue.
Break
No,
bread
No,
with a
you are
no.
nigga.
so
This is the issue
much.
that
Rashad,
These
that's
hoes don't be
nasty.
doing. Come
this
on,
is
man.
the
Rashad is the
issue that
We gotta
nastiest
stop.
no
individual.
that
No, we gotta stop because these hoes, when they be put up for real, they don't be opening and shit. They ain't gonna have no business. They don't be shooting with a nigga in the gym. They don't do a fuck thing at all. They got nannies, they got cooks, they got everything, but somehow these hoes still get 50%. But now Iman can't? We
no.
gotta
That's not
stop
how
Now,
this
that
what you
bullshit,
works.
think that
You
man.
just
bum ass
Switch
no.
it up.
Josiah
You
Bell
just
did?
you
That
just
nigga's a fat
wrong.
motherfucker.
The reason why she ended up getting all of it is because it literally was her. It wasn't something he wanted parts of.
You
I
better
think
not
a
ever
lot of
mute me
times
individually if you ain't gonna
when
mute these
y'all
other
be
niggas. Don't you ever try it again,
listen,
Rashad.
a part of these divorces about what settlements people get, some of these motherfuckers also saying they don't want it. That's not always a nigga didn't go in, he didn't fight or he didn't try to get something. He probably just didn't fucking want it. A lot of the times he not interested in the shit she interested in because he made an investment in it. You also don't know if he actually is an investor in some of the shit she has just because she is the owner. So she
What I'm
absolutely
saying
could
is
have
that
retained his
doesn't matter,
capital. It
Paris,
does matter. Because when you
because
go
these
and sit down and
housewives
y'all split
are
shit
getting
up,
these
you say, I do or do not want these things.
these housewives is getting half of shit that of niggas' businesses and everything that they came across during the marriage, and they ain't never put in.
And Josiah
No,
Bell did
only
Never.
if
not
they
either.
have a good
So
lawyer.
you were
Okay, hold
arguing
on,
this
hold on,
on the
hold on, hold
man's
on.
side. Hold on a second. You was
Cause y'all just
arguing this
yelling.
teeth and nails. Jiggy, I know you're not talking.
I know this ain't who I think it
Uh
Ain't
is.
no
huh.
way you
Uh huh.
talking about a nigga
They finna
arguing.
jump
You
you.
mute up.
Ah.
Y'all ain't made a point
Because
yet.
Rashad, we are making a point because we're referring this back to the topic we just
I'm just
had
correcting
yesterday.
Rashad. He giving
Rashad was
misinformation.
on the side of a man going after this lady. First off, she paid him $7,000 and shit where she got dual custody. Paid him $1 million. Now he wants to go back and get 50% of some shit she earned when she was a kid. And you said let him get his money. Now all of a sudden Teyana, because she wasn't shooting with him in the gym, now you feel like she's nasty
No,
for it.
no. What I'm saying is
And
it
you want to
should be.
double down on the housewives? No, you
Both
was
No, this is
situations
what
are
I'm
against
saying.
that.
kosher. There ain't
So we
nothing
was
wrong
What I'm
with
making
either
noise
saying is
one.
if it's
associated with the
50
come
over
up.
there, it
Y'all
should
ain't
be
gonna
50
like it,
right
but
here.
if you, unless you protect yourself to get your fucking prenup done the right way, both situations are within everybody's rights. That's what nobody likes to enjoy or hear,
Correct.
but
That's
that's
my
just the
Okay,
point.
and
truth.
that's fine, Jiggy. So
The
then tell
problem
Yeah,
then
we
tell me
passed
becomes,
the
that
truth
right?
point,
with
Jiggy.
this punk ass.
Look.
Oh,
We
you
here
know,
now. We
oh,
passed
you
that.
Tiana
already
did
know.
what she did because
Then
that
tell
nigga
him that,
set up the
Jiggy.
precedent for it. He set up the
Yeah, tell
premise
him
of
that,
saying,
Jiggy.
hey,
Tell Rashad
this is
that.
the life. This is what you're allowed. This is what I'm going to give you. This is what I'm promising you for life.
And
And
the
I don't
judge
care
held
about
him
what
to
it's going to
that.
cost me. The same way that with Journey, guess what? She said to this nigga, hey, I'm going to take care of our family. I'm the breadwinner. I'm
Right.
this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. That nigga said, okay, I'm not going to go and have a career. I'm not going to go and do
Okay.
none of
That
these
nigga
things.
did have
So
a
okay,
career.
so no,
No, he
he
don't
did
have
not.
it.
Oh,
Not to
brother.
the extent where he can
Pull up what he did. Pull up what he did
sustain
right
their
now.
Yeah.
family
Pull up what he
compared to
did right
her.
now.
That's the point. And now when you go to court and they look at it and they say, okay, which one of you two can sustain the family unit to the lifestyle that they're accustomed to based on your earnings? That's what happened to Journey. It's what happened to like Iman. It's the same shit.
We passed that,
Right,
Jig. What
Jiggy.
I'm
But that's
saying
my point.
is
But people don't
for
be
the
arguing
divorce,
that. They
what
don't
I'm
argue
saying
that.
is
It's
for the
only
divorce, it
arguable
should
when
be
it's a man
50-50.
getting the benefit.
It's not
No, it's not.
Yes,
fifty-fifty.
it is. You did that yesterday, Rashad.
No, I said that her pay all the child support, all the alimony, all the one-time payment, all that shit, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I think that everybody, that's what you need to do.
Uh,
I'm saying for the other things, We just gonna
You
put
were
Teyana
with it.
opening businesses with in the crux of the marriage, and we gonna say the money that Journey accrued during the crux of the marriage, 50-50 should be on both ends.
Yeah,
Y'all
No,
are not
No,
doing
no,
it's
no.
that.
not
I'm
the
gonna say
same
this
That's
way.
too. I'm
consistent.
gonna
it's
say
not the
this, and
same way.
I'm gonna let Jonay have it because I feel like she got something she want to get off her chest about you, and this ain't got nothing to do with that. What y'all love to say is like rich men get taken down through there for their money, and that's actually not true because the women never act the put up wives for rich men never actually have the money to obtain the lawyer that she needs to righteously fight for her, especially if she didn't come from money or she's not financially touching his money to have money on the side. If she can't go get a good lawyer, he's gonna leave with primarily everything that he wants to leave with, and he'll give her what she actually wants because he has the resources to make sure that shit is correct. What typically happens is y'all see where divorces where women are getting more or getting things that they don't deserve from women who also have money or from lower income people that split up because the law defaults. That shit was made for rich ass white men who were able to say they were done with their wives and they wanted to go be with another family. That's what that was made for. It was not made for us niggas. So you inherited some shit that you have to deal with and tolerate. So y'all be mad at the wrong thing. Cause what happens is them motherfuckers go and sit down and they do a mediation. They say, hey, this is what we got. The idea of splitting it down the middle is a fucking fallacy. It will never be split down the middle because somebody is always going to leave with more. You can't split a toaster down the middle. It's got to go to somebody's house.
Let me tell you, hold on, wait. Let me read this nigga's bio because y'all real nasty on Josiah Bell. This nigga says he's translating heaven into sound waves. He's a storyteller, a producer, and a sonic healer. And y'all up here
Bullshit.
talking about this nigga ain't got no
Oh
Yo,
my
career.
That
Y'all
yo,
sound
hold
like
on
a
a
nasty.
bullshit
second.
and
No,
ass
I know,
job, nigga.
ain't no
Oh
fucking
my
way you just
God.
did that.
I
Shit.
It's
know a nigga on the
translating
corner of
heaven
You
Fourth
into
took
and
it
sound
Fifth,
straight
man.
waves.
He
up.
a sonic
You
Yo,
healer
just
too.
I
When you
promise you
walk by,
right
that nigga
now,
wave right by
ain't
you.
no
Come over here,
fucking
young
way you
brother.
just did
I am
that.
a sonic
Ain't no
healer.
Y'all
way.
I
niggas,
will teach
he
you the
doing the Lord's
ways.
work and y'all talking
You
shit.
out your
Nasty.
mind, Rashad. You and them three dreads. Let me tell you something right now. I tell you right the fuck now. You have been on my nerves since yesterday, and today ain't no different. Let me tell you something, County Boy Solo. You are a double-minded Negro in all of your ways, and I'm not taking it. You know that you were over here and started calling her the nasty individual, saying, what did she do to cause him to want to divorce her? And he deserved the 50% of Eve's value and Underground, which was both taped and filmed before they were fucking
Me
married.
too.
And you are telling, because out your same mouth, you said Teyana was not with him in the gym, so why does she deserve the four houses and then this and that? And my point is what stands in Jiggy. I'm not debating because that's the thing that Rick was saying as well about the conversation is the prenup. That's why they was arguing for the prenups. Sure. I'm not saying pro prenup or against in this particular conversation. What I'm saying is if it's good for the goose, it needs to be good for the gander. You cannot in your mouth yesterday say that Josiah should have raped this woman, pause, not the literal form, but in the courts, get to it, get his bag, king, because she must have did something to make the marriage something he couldn't stick with, right? And then in the same breath say the housewives that sit up there and had those same experiences that Josiah did, they wasn't with them in the gym, and Teyana ought to be ashamed and blah 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 blah. You only give a damn because a dick and balls is tied to the bag, and I'm sick of you.
Listen, somebody got to speak for the voiceless. Go ahead, Cortland,
Yo,
and then
I
Scully.
can't stand this nigga.
Yeah, nah, Rashaya, you on the wrong side of this one. Most times, like divorces and shit, I can speak for my uncle went through two of them, and most of the time, like he just let them walk away with what they wanted. Uncle got enough money, he was like what's a house? Like what's a car? What's two cars? What's a business? Like if I gave it to you, I bought it for you. Like most of the time, like that, the legal proceedings get nastier the more shit you try to get.
It's
So,
gonna get even nastier when I take all
so
my shit back too.
hold
Wake it
on.
up.
Hold on. But what my uncle did do, and this is why I say I think Amon, and to what Paris said, I think Amon probably did it the smart way. He probably put himself in as an investor, right? He probably sits on one of the boards of those business or whatever, and he's still drawing money from that and getting a percentage of whatever those businesses get. So he probably just said, you can be the owner. I'll just get whatever my dividends are. like that's most of the time how that happens. Like these dudes are not putting these women in like the seats of businesses and the seats of enterprises, and they're not recouping anything. Like they're not. Most of these dudes are not dumb. They know how to finagle the system in their own way, and in their own manner to be beneficial for them. But in this case,
He put
like
his hand in everything that she did. He
yeah,
absolutely had his hand in the studio, in her acting. That nigga put his hand in everything
That's
she
why
did. So
she need
don't
to
feel
right.
like no, no,
pay
no.
up.
I'm
But
saying it to say, don't feel like he got fucked over. That's not what happened.
right, and so but I
On
and
me.
Now
to
Journey got
parallel.
fucked, okay?
Yeah, to
No.
now
Brother.
to the two side to the two side like the difference between these two situations is she was there like what Paris said, like she was there when he signed his biggest contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers. She was there when he signed the second deal, right? So she was there. Like when he
How
was
many points
making
she scored in the league?
it don't matter. She was
It
She was
there
at them
matters.
when
practices.
hold on.
She was
It
at them fucking
How many
coaching.
points she
she was
scored?
She
hold
How
was
on,
many
hold
right
movies
on.
there.
She
Josiah
was
did?
hold on, wait, man, damn. She
0.
was there.
Yeah, Corbin, you got it. Come on, man.
She was there, right, at the peak of his career. When Journey Smollett was doing Eve's Bayou, and like she didn't even know who a Josiah Bell was. Right? Like she was a
And
child
at a certain
actor.
point in time, Cortland, they were friends. So even like the story, since Rashad knew every fucking thing and he went to school and got his degrees, he would know that Josiah was her friend at first. So he was around, but they were not married. So your
Right.
access and being a part of anything as a bestie don't mean shit
And
in a court of
then
law.
I think they were already
They were
divorced
not
by the
married.
time yeah, I think they were already divorced by the time Underground came out, which was her next biggest bag. So like he has no ties to any of those two things, which are two of her
That nigga
biggest
was around
projects.
Darren Roll bounce.
But he wasn't they weren't married then. So like you can't
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
talk
The
you
marriage.
can't
Nigga,
I
they was
can't
married during Underground's
I can't
hit.
be
Niggas be coming up here chatting.
I can't be entitled to something when we were just talking. Like I can't be
Bro,
entitled to that.
they've been married since 2010. Underground's 2016. True Blood, Hands of Stone, One Last Thing. Let me see. Twilight,
They were
Twilight
divorced in
Zone, Lovecraft
2021,
Country. Yeah, I need
right?
some of that Lovecraft
Were they
money.
divorced
Wake it up.
2021?
Huh?
They were divorced in 2021
20,
or
yeah,
2012,
officially.
huh?
From 2010 to 2019, I think. But it was
2010
official
to
in 2020.
2019.
Yeah, I need all of that. The Defenders,
Well,
Friday Night
okay.
Lights, Bad Girls, all that shit. Where's that?
But the law don't work that way. So he could try and go back to get it. But if the divorce
Well, he
decree is
wasn't there for
already done,
Lovecraft Country, so you don't
then,
get that, nigga.
Like, where's I
well,
need it all.
I
Go
said
hold
that
on,
to
wait, let's
say,
get to the
right?
hands real
Like,
quick.
I said that to say he can go back and try it again. He can go and recontest it, but a divorce settlement is done. Once it's done and they just sign the paperwork, that shit done.
In
Go ahead,
Paris,
Scully.
and
What's
yes,
the
oh,
word?
sorry, go ahead.
What's the word, Scully? How you feeling? They
Oh
being
man,
unruly up
it's a
here.
great
Never seen
Friday.
nothing like
Listen,
it.
y'all been cooking and I've been wanting to come up here, but I was at the car wash washing the paint off this hoe. So I do have some expertise in this area. I married a young lady. I retired that young lady. She didn't have to work because my house is a business. You got to run my house like a business, and I'm going to pay you so that you can run my house like this business. She opened up a business while we was married. We get divorced. She opened up this business with my bread. I backed her. I invested in her business. And when we got a divorce, my lawyer says to me, it's better for you to let her take the business because if she takes the business, that's more forecasted income for her, which is less monthly spousal support that you will have to pay her. If you stay involved in this business in any way, shape, or form, it's going to be more income for you, which means more spousal support for her and less income for her. So it benefits the person that's not getting the business more because you still going to have to pay spousal support. It's just you going to have to pay spousal support and then still have a business tie to this person that you're not with and be mad about how they running the business. So Iman won that, even though, and these companies she got is probably like fucking dance companies and fucking wardrobe companies and shit like that. He's not involved in that. He gave that shit to her so she could have something to do.
Yeah,
Listen,
because
God,
Iman, all he got to do is pay $8,000 a month in child support for both daughters.
That's a
So,
lot.
so, so
That's a lot. And private school. That's a lot of money. I'm sorry.
8,000 from what we be hearing these other
I've raised,
millionaire
And,
I've
and
celebrities.
guess
raised,
what?
I've raised
Nah, he's
six
And,
not
kids.
off easy,
I've
nah.
raised
and
No,
six
no, no,
kids,
analysts,
and
Scully,
I've
Scully.
raised
We're not,
six
we're not,
kids,
wait,
and I didn't
Scully,
have to
Scully,
spend eight
Scully.
thousand
We're not
dollars for
talking
1
about, we're
month.
not talking about you
that
and your
analyst
average
check that he
income.
getting
I'm
from
talking about like the ones that we be seeing when it comes to some of these higher end celebrities. They be getting 30 bands sometimes in
Yeah,
this
but
stuff. That's
they
what I'm
didn't
saying.
they didn't have the unfortunate career that Iman Shumpert had in the
Well, goddamn. See, now here
Listen,
he
I ain't
go.
gonna lie. I think
You comparing rich niggas to a comfortable nigga right there. Like that nigga didn't get no Steph Curry contract.